Who are some of the actors that you've worked with that it became a friendship that means a lot to you?
Chris Tucker?
Go ahead and tell everybody.
Yeah, he beat me. Yeah.
I told you.
So there was this stretch of time in the late 90s where action comedies didn't tiptoe around anything.
Do you speak any English?
I'm no punk.
I ain't no punk neither.
I'm no punk.
They didn't dilute themselves with disclaimers or meta commentary. Now, this is a film that, on paper, looks like every buddy cop formula you've already seen. A Hong Kong detective and an LAPD cop are forced to team up to rescue a kidnapped girl.
Agent Carter has been helping with my investigation. He is very passionate about finding your daughter.
It's a culture clash, mismatched personalities, predictable beats, but where it separates itself is in how completely it leans into chaos.
Me and him got the same mama. I'm Blackanese. I'm not that young. Which one of y'all kicked me?
It doesn't try and sand down its edges. It doesn't care about elegance. What it cares about is momentum, and it gets that from two things: rhythm and resentment. The movie wastes no time establishing its characters through their environment. Carter isn't introduced as a buffoon. He's in the middle of a high-stakes arms bust,
Come on, man.
Don't be late again.
I ain't gonna be late. Come on.
outsmarting the criminals, showing he's got the instincts.
10 people just jumped out of the trunk. I would start handling all of them.
He just operates in a department that would rather ignore talent if it doesn't come in the packaging they're used to.
2 officers were shot, 1 man lost a pinky.
But did nobody die? No, I'm serious, Captain. I ain't playing. You need to call the FBI and tell them you made a mistake.
I'm sure that you and Mr. Lee will have a nice time together.
Lee's intro, on the other hand, is built around reverence. He's the right-hand man to a Chinese diplomat,
To Hong Kong, forever.
respected by his peers but treated like baggage the second he steps on American soil.
No. You put your own in the back.
Their first meeting isn't a meet cute, it's an inconvenience for the both of them.
I'm warning you, man. You better call the FBI. I'm gonna drop his ass off at Panda Express.
The film thrives off that discomfort. The audience is watching two professionals humiliated at every turn,
Chinese food, no soul food here.
and the film doesn't give them an easy way out. Carter isn't given a redemption arc through someone finally respecting him. He earns it by being right.
Act like a tourist or something. Don't be so obvious.
Okay, no problem.
Lee doesn't get embraced by the system, he just works around it. The institutions don't grow. The characters just stop waiting for their approval.
No, I wouldn't do nothing like that. They over-exaggerate. You know how the paper is. They just want a story.
Rush Hour is a movie about being sidelined. It's about two men who are experts at what they do, but the system they work for treats them like liabilities.
Who is Lee and what kind of assignment is that? What the hell I supposed to do with him? Take him to the zoo?
Carter is loud, yes, but he's also sharp, constantly trying to prove himself in a department that sees him as a joke. Lee is composed, deadly, and one of the most capable detectives in his world. But in America, he's treated like a novelty.
Why would they not want my help?
They don't like you. I don't like you.
What are we waiting for?
We scoping the place out, man. We ain't gonna just run up in there. That's how you get shot.
The FBI doesn't want his help. The LAPD doesn't want the headache.
It's your job to keep him out of sight and away from danger. You understand?
Because of you, he got away.
The only reason these two meet is because the institutions around them are trying to cancel them out. And that's the first real tension of the movie. It's not about the crime, it's about the politics surrounding it. The agencies involved don't care about finding the girl. They care about controlling the narrative. Everyone wants to be in charge, nobody wants to be accountable.
I want these two back at the consulate immediately.
It was all my fault. Lee would never do anything to jeopardize your daughter's life.
Rush Hour doesn't linger on this, it moves too fast to do so, but it's baked into every frame. The only people who actually seem to care about the case are the two guys that nobody listens to.
Am I speaking with FBI?
The FBI? Yeah, this is the FBI.
What's more interesting is how the movie never lets its protagonists feel comfortable. Even as they start succeeding, they still seem slightly out of place. Carter is constantly navigating around authority figures who talk down to him.
For the big case, for the kidnapping, the little girl.
Don't forget the little girl. Your assignment is Lee.
Lee is constantly misunderstood,
What's up, my What did you just say?
misquoted, or simply ignored.
I'm policeman. I'm just showing him how to take a gun from a suspect.
The comedy comes from these disconnects, but the subtext is louder than the punchlines. These are capable people operating in systems that are designed to minimize them, and by keeping the focus on forward motion, the film sidesteps the emotional manipulation that normally creeps into cop dramas. You're not asked to pity them either, you're just shown how they work. That quiet confidence in the audience, the refusal to spoon-feed character arcs,
I kill him.
Go ahead.
Yeah?
I don't even like it. Go ahead.
Carter and Lee aren't friends at the start. They don't even respect each other.
I'm gonna show the FBI. They don't know who they playing with. I'm gonna solve this case myself.
You seem as if you like to talk.
What the hell did you just say?
But they recognize something familiar in how they're treated. The mutual disregard is what eventually becomes trust.
Man, it's all about attitude, all right?
Not because they share values or bond over family stories,
My daddy'll kick your daddy's ass.
Don't talk about my
Don't talk about my daddy.
but because they watch each other work. Lee sees Carter think on his feet. Carter sees Lee dismantle a room full of armed men with nothing but instinct and precision. And as the story goes on, the comedy stops being the focus. What drives the movie is competence fighting through chaos.
Cops all over this place.
That's why the pacing of this movie matters so much. It's not just action and jokes for the sake of keeping the audience entertained. The movie is in a constant sprint because the characters are. Every step they take is against resistance, be it bureaucratic, cultural, or personal.
Man, I'm the one that got you this damn job. You better open this gate, let me in here.
That sense of urgency isn't a gimmick, it's the core of the film. These two don't have time to become friends. They become allies because that's what the job demands.
Who's that you chasing? His name is Sang from Hong Kong.
There's no speech about teamwork, no dialogue exchange breaking it down. One guy talks his way in, the other guy climbs.
Maybe you don't understand. I'm Mr. Juntao's lawyer, legal advisor.
But I have already told you, I don't know Mr.
Look, do you think I
Juntao.
came down here for nothing? You gonna give me some gas money?
Both of these tactics matter. And make no mistake, this chaos is deliberate. Everything about it feels slightly unstable, slightly improvised,
Flip it open, flip it closed. Do it fast. Flip it open, flip it closed. Do it fast.
Ah ouais, vite.
but that's entirely by design. It mirrors the confusion of the two characters navigating systems that don't serve them. Every fight scene is kinetic, every argument is messy, built to feel like it could come off the rails at any second, but it doesn't. There's also something worth saying about how Rush Hour handles identity.
Kinda good. Need a little hot sauce, but it's kinda good though.
Your daddy was a policeman?
15 years LAPD.
My father was also a policeman.
It doesn't ask either character to change. Carter doesn't clean up his act to be more professional. Lee doesn't westernize himself to fit in.
I'm sorry, I'm from out of town.
The world around them is forced to adjust. And that might sound small, but in an era where most international leads were either comic relief or exotic sidekicks, giving Jackie Chan the space to just be excellent and respected for it,
Every day I couldn't wait to come on the set to see Jackie Chan. I was late most of the time, but when I got there, you made a lot of people rich, Jackie. A lot of people rich.
he wasn't dubbed, he wasn't sidelined, he was the most capable person in every scene. What also made this dynamic work is just how the movie lets each lead command their own strengths. Tucker isn't asked to fight like Jackie. Jackie isn't asked to talk like Tucker. There's no forced symmetry.
I'm Michael Jackson, you Tito.
Their differences stay intact all the way through, just two styles coexisting instead of blending. It's also what makes their partnership believable. They don't become alike, but they do become effective together.
You dishonor your father's name.
Look, you don't know nothing about my father.
You believe your father wasted his life, that he died for nothing?
You proved me wrong.
The genius of this movie is that it makes all of this feel light. You're not conscious of the structure, you're not thinking about the cultural commentary. You're just watching two performers go toe to toe and somehow sync up. And yeah, some of the jokes haven't aged well. Some of the cultural jabs land awkwardly now, especially through a modern lens.
Man, I ain't scared of you. I know you know that little tricky shit. Come on.
We can hang in my crib. I will show you my hood.
But none of it came from cruelty. It came from disorientation, from characters trying to make sense of a language barrier, a cultural divide, and a system that doesn't explain itself. What mattered was intent. The movie didn't punch down, it let the discomfort play out and trusted the chemistry to carry it. What people forget is that Rush Hour was a risk. It wasn't guaranteed to work. It paired a Hong Kong action star with a comedian most studios didn't want to anchor for a film.
You know, he knew I was this young kid who didn't know his lines.
It blended two styles that had never really shared the spotlight, and it did so without apology. Rush Hour is about clarity, the kind you find when the people who were never supposed to lead end up solving everything anyway. That's what made it matter then, and that's why it still works now.